I mean, it's no secret that Cancers are emotional, you know, like Ariana cries on many of her songs, and she is known to cry on stage, which I think is great. It shows a personal connection to the songs that you write, sing, perform. Cancers are definitely in tune with their emotions. Ariana Grande was born in Florida, June 26, 1993. Now, there are different ways to measure our birth chart and to measure what kind of environment we were influenced by during our birth time. So one way to do it, and I'm going to link the articles down below, is by the season you were born in. So there are actually scientific records of how a season influences you depending on the time of the year you were born in. It appears that being born in a different condition, in a different season and time of the year actually affects how a person is in the long term, and it will affect their personality and development. Astrologers believe that the environment in the sky, in the space essentially, also affects how we are on a day-to-day life. So just like the weather here on Earth, the weather in the galaxy and in the sky can affect how we feel, and the different energies that govern the planets can change our moods. And it is proven that the moon changes the way that the water behaves on Earth. And since humans are composed largely of water, why wouldn't it affect humans as well? The astrological sign that we generally all know and love is the sun sign, which is the zodiac sign we get every month. And that is interesting because astrologers actually consider that the moon sign is more important than the sun sign because it shows our inner self and it shows our true personality, whereas the sun sign is displaying the personality that everyone sees on the surface. Just like the sun shines a light onto the earth and exposes what is already there. Also, side note, no one is two zodiacs. Everyone has a clear sun sign, and if you are not sure and you're born in a transition period, then you can simply search the year of your birth or the location if you need to as well, and you will find out the exact constellation the sun was in during the time of your birth. So for today, we're going to stick to the sun sign of Ariana Grande, which is Cancer. So what makes Ariana such a Cancer zodiac? Cancer is a water sign. It is also a cardinal sign, which means that people born under the sign of Cancer were born at the beginning of summer. Additionally, it is ruled by the energy of the moon. Water is a changeable element. It can change shapes depending on the environment that it is in. It can change the way that it is structured depending on the environment. So it is a sign that is conforming to the environment and would like to adapt the role of its environment. Ariana Grande has an amazing ability to mimic other people's sound and to actually mimic the vibration of their voice to sound like them. So she's a chameleon. She has an ability to change herself and to mold herself depending on her environment. This is something that is relevant to all water signs: Scorpio, Pisces. Pisces is the most mutable sign, and it translates in Pisces even more. People with a lot of water in their chart tend to have this desire to be part of a collective, to be part of one whole piece, and they blend into their environment seamlessly, the same way as Ariana blends into other musicians' traits seamlessly and can mimic their voice. Ariana Grande is known to be around people for whom she needs to provide a certain emotional comfort. She's been in a lot of dysfunctional relationships in the past few years, and she just is a kind of person that likes to help people out and sort people's emotions out, which essentially helps her understand herself better. Water signs like to be still and steady. They don't like to cause conflict on their own.
I'm usually like sort of chill, and I'm usually somewhat contained.
The thing that ends up causing conflict in their life are always other people, and that is because they want to help other people.
Did I hurt your feelings?
That's why Cancers are considered to be such sentimental signs, because they just want to help others to sort out their emotions, and they get to be affected in the process. Even though Ariana might have a drive to heal everyone that is around her, it still affects her greatly, and it still imprints a certain mark on her emotional state.
Christmas comes and you're like thinking about it, you know, it's like...
We've seen Ariana go through therapy and go through mental struggles because of events that happen in her life.
You see this shit on the news, it affects you, but not the same way.
Cancer is one of the 4 cardinal signs. Very beginning of the summer. They symbolize new beginnings, opportunity, and hope. And likewise, Cancer is one of the most hopeful signs. When everyone else loses their shit, Cancers are the ones to come and to bring back the hope, and they will truly never give up. They love opportunity, they jump into the next greatest thing that they sense will just change their life, and we can see Ariana grow through different relationships and jump headfirst and dive straight into them. So just like with Pete, she got engaged very quickly because she fell in love, and Cancers rely on their feelings. They love indulging in feelings, and they will never ever give up on what they actually feel inside, which honestly is a great trait to have. Even though Cancer is extremely emotional, they are very resilient because they're hopeful, and no matter what, they will always have hope for humanity and for people that they love. The symbol of Cancer is a crab, and just like a crab, the Cancer hides their soft interior with a hard exterior and claws, and once they grab onto something, they will never let it go. And it is the symbol of water and emotion and intuition. It is truly the embodiment of a crab, and just like a crab, they will address certain things sideways in their life. So whenever they feel insecure and whenever they feel like they're not sure of things, they will first feel out their environment from the side and observe before they involve themselves. So they definitely a sign that seeks comfort and security. The sign of Cancer is associated with the 4th house, which is the house of home and roots. And just like that, they like security because they get so drained being out in the world all day and just sponging up everybody's emotions and being empathetic and wanting to be helpful. They need to re-energize by being home and by getting that comfort that will fuel them up. But they like to be with other people in their home, so they would spend their time with loved ones because they want to feel comfort, and they really value the build up of emotional stability with another person over time. So they would stick to the past, and they're nostalgic and comfort seeking creatures.
My favorite Disney princess is Aurora.
because I love sleep.
You will also notice that Cancers don't change their aesthetics a lot. They really stick to those things that they love and know in terms of looks, because that's just part of their comfort-seeking nature. They don't want to experiment too much. They know that visual stuff affect people, and they want to stick to things that people know, and they want to provide the kind of comfort that they seek from others as well. You can see that Ariana doesn't change her look a whole lot. She pretty much sticks to that comfortable sweatshirt and knee-high boot with heel vibe, which suits her great, and I think it looks amazing. So why not, you know? Like some celebrities like to experiment with their looks while others like to stick to the same thing. Lastly, the energy that controls Cancer is the moon, and the moon is known to also affect the tides and the water, so it really shows why Cancer is such an intuitive and sensitive sign. It is really affected by its day-to-day environment. And the sun actually affects us only once a month. Does the sun change zodiacs, while the moon changes zodiacs every 2¼ days. So that's a lot of changes, and that is why astrologers consider that the moon affects us more than the sun. And the moon is the primary element of Cancer, so it affects it on a day-to-day basis almost. Like, it really gets up and down and all up in the air, you know? You have to be careful of those Cancer signs, you know? The moon is a very romantic energy. It is only second in romanticism to Venus. And it is very intuitive as well. And we can see that through Ariana's songs and choices. She is a very common figure to cry on stage. She cries on stage a lot because her songs are so emotional. She has a song about her grandpa and many songs about her relationships and hardships in life, you know. The shooting that happened really affected her, and she expressed her thoughts on that. And I really respect the fact that she talks about mental illness and she talks about the struggles, and she really refuses to talk about her relationship because she likes to keep things private, and that's understandable. She needs to have a part of herself that is intimate and is not for everyone to grab at. That would be all for Ariana's Cancer sun sign zodiac, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing for more videos like this. I'm gonna make a video about Scorpios and Pisces really soon, so I hope you stay tuned for that. Tell me what's your zodiac sign, please. And once again, subscribe, ring the bell. Oh my god, we almost hit 4,000 subscribers. I couldn't be more thankful. I really appreciate it. You know, guys, like I appreciate you so much. So thank you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
I hear